A lot of debate has been circling around whether or not cancel culture has gone too far.
We finally got rid of everything that we think is offensive, which turned out to be everything.
While arguably some people can be uncancelled for something they did in the past after acknowledging their mistakes and promising they'll do better, others just don't seem to learn their lesson. You be the judge as we round up the 8 celebrities who keep getting cancelled. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. I think you'd agree our #1 pick deserves to rot in cancel hell, but stick around so you can decide for yourself.
You think you're bringing sexy back? I bring that evidence back. You're canceled.
I'm sorry!
Number 8. Logan and Jake Paul. What started out as a series of funny and creative skits on Vine turned into a full-blown career on social media for the once top-class influencers Logan and Jake Paul.
I'm getting in controversies, you My bad.
It's his fault. You gotta stop.
The brothers have amassed more than 40 million YouTube subscribers between them, but you could say fame got the best of them when they began to gain notoriety because of their questionable means to get views. Logan caught the ire of many of his subs in 2017 when he posted a vlog that showed a deceased man while he was filming in the infamous suicide forest in Japan.
Logan Paul is in some hot water after he posted a video allegedly showing the body of a person who recently committed suicide.
Logan earned so much flack from the public that he also lost millions in endorsement deals and YouTube penalties. But despite this and a string of other mishaps, Logan has shown an impressive character development throughout the years, making him the less problematic Paul brother.
I believe it happened for a reason, and I think that reason is so I could take this experience, learn from it.
However, the same can't be said for Jake Paul. In 2017, Jake was kicked off of the Disney Channel series Bizaardvark following a series of public complaints from his neighbors about the noise from his pranks, parties, fire hazards, and flocks of young fans who come to his house. In 2018, Jake then went further down the dark side when he was accused of scamming his young and impressionable followers for hundreds of thousands of dollars for his website, Edfluence.
How to do social media, secrets, tips, tricks, all things that have taken me years to master.
Come 2020, Jake's scandals got even worse. The FBI raided his Calabasas mansion due to allegations of criminal acts and where scores of firearms were seized. He also threw COVID-19 parties with his fellow influencers because for him, the coronavirus is one giant hoax.
I was very disappointed to see the footage and to see that a party like this would be taking place during COVID. Put a mask on and help show people what we need to do to get out of this mess.
Recently, he once again made headlines when TikToker Justine Paradise accused Jake of sexually assaulting her during a house party back in July of 2019.
Never, ever have I rejected someone's touches and they said, well, if nothing's gonna happen, what's the point? Like, what? But that is what he said.
Meanwhile, Jake has vehemently denied Justine's accusations. Keep watching because our top pick's multiple controversies has led radio stations to stop playing his songs altogether. Number 7. Jeffree Starr. These days, a lot of influencers seem to think one apology video after another will make all their wrongdoings go away, just like this makeup guru. Let's spill the tea on some of the issues Jeffree Starr has had to apologize for. In 2016, makeup maven Kat Von D accused former BFF Jeffree of stealing artwork for his makeup brand from a mutual friend, among other things, which Jeffree denied.
I felt like someone had slapped me across my face. Someone that I had known for so long betraying me and lying about me, and she's never really done something like that before.
In 2019, being the pot stirrer that he is, Jeffree got involved in the quote-unquote dramageddon happening between fellow beauty gurus James Charles and Tati Westbrook. Jeffree, in an attempt to back up Tati, bullied James Charles' brother on Twitter, calling James a predator and a danger to society.
There's a lot of questions about my tweets, and I want to say that I regret them. I don't regret much in my life, but I regret hitting the send button.
And then, just a few months after, Tati Westbrook came clean on YouTube about her feud with James Charles, saying that it was Jeffree and another influencer, Shane Dawson, manipulating her into cutting ties with James.
I'm not a villain in a movie. This isn't a Netflix series with a crazy storyline. I know it sounds like it, and trust me, I'm sure I'd watch it as well, but this is my real life. And a lot of things that are happening and being said are false.
And those aren't even half of what Jeffree had been accused of over the past decade, which also includes allegations of racial slurs, sexual assaults, and physical violence. Now, I wish YouTube had a cancel button. Number 6, Shane Dawson. Despite having 20 million followers on YouTube, Jeffree Star's BFF, Shane Dawson, has fallen from fame to shame due to his racially inappropriate stints, particularly his use of blackface and derogatory words on his videos.
Hey, where's JT? It was time to let go of him, and I just wanted to let you know that I, Liberty Van Fett, am choosing you to be my new object of affection.
His podcast also became the subject of controversy because of his comments justifying pedophilia.
People have foot fetishes. People have fetishes about, everything. And there's websites on the internet where they can look at that weird, creepy shit and jerk off to it. Okay, fine, everybody do your thing. So why is it when somebody looks at Google's like naked baby on Google and jerks off to it, they can get arrested?
Although, just like any other influencer, Shane denied the allegations through his channel.
I am not a pedophile. I, Shane Yaw, my real name, go on record saying I am not a pedophile.
But musician Jaden Smith doesn't seem to agree, especially after he accused Shane of sexualizing his sister, Willow Smith. Jaden referred to an old video of Shane jokingly touching himself while looking at a poster of then 11-year-old Willow. Of course, there's the apology video where Shane tries his very best to take accountability for his actions in the past. Oh, and it now has more than 20 million views, which has probably translated to more cash in the bank.
I don't have hate for any race or any people with weight issues or any of that special needs. I don't have hate in my heart for anyone, but it doesn't make up for the fact that I made jokes about everyone. And some of the jokes were way too funny.
In 2020, Target announced that they are removing Dawson's best-selling books from its shelves. YouTube also indefinitely suspended the monetization of all 3 of Shane Dawson's channels. I'd say it's barely enough punishment, but it's a start, I guess. Number 5, Shia Labeouf. Shia Labeouf could have been one of the brightest stars of our generation if only he had kept his alcohol to a minimum. Shia has been arrested for disorderly conduct numerous times, like that time back in 2014 when he disrupted a stage show of Cabaret on Broadway and screamed at the cast members Michelle Williams and Alan Cumming.
Now the 28-year-old actor is starring in a real-life drama after being escorted from a crowded Broadway theater in handcuffs and charged with criminal trespass, harassment, and disorderly conduct.
2017 proved to be more difficult for the Transformers actor when he got arrested while shooting a film in Georgia. When he asked a bystander and a cop for a cigarette and was refused, he grew upset, became verbally abusive, and went on a racist tirade.
Hey, you going to hell straight to hell, bro. No, it ain't, but it's real. You especially, Devin. Why was Devin? Because he's a black man.
But 2020 made the biggest case for Shia's cancellation when his ex-girlfriend, musician FKA Twigs, charged him with sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress.
That's the thing about, domestic abuse, domestic violence. It's a real gradual, step-by-step process to get somebody to a place where they lose themselves so much.
Number 4, J.K. Rowling. Unlike most people on this list, this best-selling author doesn't show any signs of apologizing anytime soon for her deeply held stance against the trans community. Once revered by muggles worldwide for her groundbreaking work on Harry Potter and his adventures in the wizarding world, J.K. Rowling first drew the ire of the LGBTQ+ community when she tweeted this in June of 2020, referring to women as people who menstruate. But instead of taking a step back, Rowling doubled down on her transphobic comments, saying that erasing the concept of sex removes the ability to discuss their lives. Whatever that means in her version of the Muggle world. In an essay she wrote in June of 2020, Rowling expressed in detail how she thinks the rise of trans activism would erase the truth and lives of many women, and that allowing trans women in female bathrooms makes natural-born women susceptible to abuse by men. Rowling's transphobic views have received major backlash from Harry Potter franchise actors such as Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Eddie Redmayne, along with other LGBTQ celebs and allies like Halsey, Jonathan Van Ness, and Jamila Jamil. Number 3. Mel Gibson.
But they'll never take our freedom!
In 2010, the Braveheart star was involved in an ugly custody trial against ex-girlfriend Oksana Grigorieva. During investigations, it was revealed that Gibson physically and emotionally abused his former partner, and some tape recordings that were made public seem to prove the actor verbally abused and threatened Oksana.
You're a using whore. I deserve to be first until I burn the house down. But me first.
On Larry King Live, Oksana detailed the tumultuous relationship she had with the actor and how she's fighting hard for the custody of their child.
This is all about her, and this is about standing up to domestic violence. This is not to be silent about domestic violence.
But that's not the only time Gibson got into hot water. In 2020, Stranger Things actor Winona Ryder accused him of making homophobic and anti-Semitic comments during a party they both attended. According to the Jewish actress, Gibson joked about contracting AIDS from a gay friend of hers, and then he allegedly mentioned something about Winona avoiding concentration camps. Gibson categorically denied these claims.
Before you all start grabbing bricks to stone me at The Hague, you might want to check your own hands for blood.
Number 2. Ellen DeGeneres.
Craziest place you've had sex? My butt.
2020 was particularly unkind to this multi-awarded comedian and TV host when news broke of alleged issues that are happening behind the scenes of The Ellen Show. In July of that year, a BuzzFeed reporter claimed that some black staffers experienced microaggressions and racist comments from other employees, and that the show's "Be Kind" mantra was all for show.
Since I preach kindness every day, this is a big one for me.
A Variety article also revealed that at the height of the pandemic, the crew didn't receive any updates about their work status and pay. Adding fuel to the fire, another BuzzFeed story claimed that the show's executive producer, Kevin Lehman, exhibited sexual misconduct, grabbing people inappropriately, making casual sex jokes, and even asking a former employee to have sex with him in the bathroom. An internal investigation ensued, and people obtained a copy of Ellen's apology to her staff. In the season 18 premiere of The Ellen Show, the Be Kind ladies' first order of business was to address all the allegations of a toxic work environment and the mistreatment of her staff.
This is me, and my intention is to always be the best person I can be. And if I've ever let someone down, if I've ever hurt their feelings, I am so sorry for that.
Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1. R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly.
In the 90s, his song "I Believe I Could Fly" became the anthem of all our hopes and dreams. But little did we know that all that good guy image would come crashing down on his fans when singer R. Kelly got involved in multiple pedophilia complaints. Aside from his illegal marriage to Aaliyah in 1994, R. Kelly was also arrested for sex crimes, such as having sex with underage girls and child pornography.
Time this year, R&B singer R. Kelly was arrested in Chicago on sex crime charges. Federal agents took the 3-time Grammy winner into custody.
In 2017, an explosive BuzzFeed story accused R. Kelly of trapping 6 women inside a sex cult. The singer allegedly lured aspiring young female musicians who were eventually held against their will and were made to be at the singer's beck and call, dictating what they ate, when they slept, and how they have sex with Kelly. Since the article was published, more and more women surfaced over the next year, claiming they had sex with the singer while they were underage and were physically controlled and emotionally abused by him.
Yes, he told us to call him daddy. You would address him as daddy.
And if you didn't, you were...
Yeah, you would get in trouble if you didn't.
Or he says, fix your face. Fix your face.
I was walking in the mall with friends like so many teenagers often do when I was approached by a predator. And that predator is Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Currently, the singer is charged with 22 counts related to sexual misconduct, kidnapping, child exploitation, and obstruction of justice. And in a 2019 interview, this is what he had to say. That is, if you can make out a single word from it.
Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me.
So, which of these celebs are you canceling for good? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Get to know some weirdly interesting folks as we round up the 9 people with the strangest addictions. Till then, always think before you click, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.